Testing. Testing the audio while I run in circles. Oh, do-do-do. Brief disconnection error. Do-do-do. But it looks like it's back. Do-do-do. Do-do. Do-do-do. Okay, audio is working. Checking the tags. Okay, tags are good. Got that out of the way. Hello, my Piscicles. I am back once again with only 50 seconds left before I can kill myself again. Tonight, I shall be continuing my journey through the main quest and beginning patch 2.55. And hopefully tonight I shall be able to reach the next main area of the game, Heavensward, the first expansion. But we shall see if we get that far tonight. Regardless, we are going to continue our journey through the main story questline and see just what we have to see. Hello, Yestol. I am poor Mora Brea. Last time, for those who were not here, poor Mora Brea gave her life so that way we would now have a means of dispatching an Ashian for good. At last we can kill Laha Brea if we run into him again, and the circumstances are right. Mask of Grief. Have you a moment? I believe Yada wished to have a word with you. I should consider it a personal favor if you would lend a sympathetic ear to her troubles. She has not been herself since Morbre's passing, and my heart aches to see her so downcast. I shall gladly go and talk to her as soon as I am finished drinking some water. Hello, Yada. Hey, Dora, great. She seems a little... That's no use. I'm trying to stay positive. It's just hard, you know? Yeah, I do. Thing is that I know Moment would tell me off if she saw me moping around like this. So I decided to cheer myself up by getting a special flower. I placed an order for Moon Daisy with Rowena just a little bit ago, and it's ready to be picked up. Trouble is, I find life a bit difficult at the best of times, and well, this isn't one of them. I know it's silly, but I just can't face it at the moment. So I'm wondering, do you think you could maybe collect it for me? I have the coin to pay for it right here. Stoic nod. Thank you so much. I'll be waiting for you and the Daisy at Ratherfrost. Oh, that's right. They were sisters, weren't they? I do feel bad for her. Hello, Rose. It is time to continue 2.55. Boing. Wait, what am I doing? There we go. Can I do it for you today? Here, I have this payment for you. Got one there now. Science really know how to make use of your talents, don't they? Send them the savior of Zora to the bleeding market. Find use of your time, that is. Seriously though, you'd best learn how to say no, or they'll have you mucking out chocobo stables next. Anyway, what was it you're here to pick up? The Moon Daisy, was it? Here then, take it, and tell that Yada lass I got a wide selection of headwear in stock if she ever decides to replace that dotty old mask of hers. God knows she needs to. That's a little rude, but okay. Whee! We are going all the way back to the gravesite. This music is a little cheery for what happened in the last stream, but whatever. Whee! Doink. Why are there two people in no underwear standing here? Well, it can be so annoying. She would just not take no for an answer. Every time I visit her, she insists I replace my visor with something more fashionable. When I tell her I like it just the way it is, she says it again, and then again, and then again. I drive like crazy. What else is to say? I really appreciate you doing this for me. So anyway, let's see it. Here, one moonflower. Remember, I love these things, you know. I hope that somewhere, somehow, she knows I'm still thinking of her. Flower on the crystal.
I'll never forget you, Moon. None of us will.
Dragon.
The song riseth to a crescendo.
Uh-oh. Now? Really? Oh boy. Tons of dragons.
Is that what I think it is?
Yep, dragons. Come in.
Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
We have received grave tidings from Ishgard. Pray return to the Rising Stones at once.
Affirmative. Of course, it's when we're visiting the grave that the dragons decide, okay, time to party. Boy. Yeet. Apologies for interruption. I was deeply saddened to learn of Morbe's passing. Whilst we sorely felt, the last recent developments in Ishgard leave us little time to mourn. The envoy from Korthos will soon arrive, and we need to hasten to hear her report. The envoy is here. So thank you for receiving me at such short notice. Time is of the essence, so I'll forego the usual pleasantries if I may. Certainly. You come with news of the Dravarians? Aye, the dragons have begun their attack in earnest. The first wave reached the central highlands a short while ago, and battle was joined soon thereafter. Sir Elmeric himself sallied forth with a contingent of temple knights and several companions of the noble house's finest, so the beasts were ultimately forced into retreat. Our victory, if such may be called, came at the cost of many of our own, too many. We will not withstand a second wave should the Dravarians renew their assault. It's a grim picture, my lady. Is it reinforcements you seek, then? We do. Though it pricks our pride, it is plain we cannot protect Ishgard with our ranks thus thinned by the horde. Sir Elmeric would meet with you to discuss the possibility of enlisting your aid. Very well, we should depart for Korthos at once. Must warn you, however, that the involvement of the Crystal Braves is by no means assured. Our commitment to quelling the unrest in Ul'dah must take precedence. It is with such contingencies in mind that I must make another request. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are known for sharing close ties with all three of the grand companies of Azoria. Would you consent to plead our case to their leaders? No, though I will gladly appeal to the grand companies on your behalf, I dare not promise a favorable reply. Need say no more. Considering our past dealings with the Azoria Alliance, we can well imagine how our plea will be received. But the fate of Ishgard hangs in the balance. We must explore every avenue still open to us, no matter how unpromising. I see. Very well. I shall send envoys to each of our allied nations and have them present your request directly to the heads of the grand companies. In the event your plea does not receive favorable answer, know that any support is certain to be conditional. Demands will be made of Ishgard. It is only to be expected. Rest assured that I speak with Sir Almeric's authority in this matter, and that our actions are fully sanctioned by the Holy See. Which brings me to a final request. A personal appeal to you, warrior flight. The Lord Commander much desires to speak with you regardless of your fellow's involvement. We've faced Midgar some more and survived. Anything you can share your experience may yield us an advantage over our foe. Thank you. You wear the mantle of hero well. So it seemed the roads lead us both to Camp Dragonhead. Seek me out when you arrive, Aura. You know, I can probably just teleport there from this very room, you know, right? I love how people don't. I love how like the cutscenes themselves don't seem to like take into account the teleporters. Oh. I think it's just the helmet he's wearing. Uh-oh, what's happening here? Looks like a bunch of them are betraying each other. Oh, my computer fell asleep? Ah, yeah. Uh-oh. We have problems!
The sons must answer for their father's misdeeds. Only then will the cycle be broken.
Oh, Ice Heart, what are you doing? Is she gonna turn into Shiva again? Oh, she broke the barrier. Ishgard is unprotected.
Brothers and sisters of the heavens, we raise our voices and join you in the chorus. The sinner's feeble magics are undone. Come, claim your retribution.
Oh, dear. Well, fudge. This guard is unprotected, and we have a problem. Whee! Boink. Boink. And yes, it is kind of hard to see my face with the gear I have. It seems I was the swifter Aura. You two, however, have arrived with time to spare, for our host has yet to make an appearance. The murmurings about looking at tell some matter of trouble at the gates of judgment. The Lord Commander's absence to just revisit the place and find out what is afoot. Oh, are we actually going to... Oh? Uh-oh, that was a very big lag spike. Okay, let's just hope that doesn't apply to dungeons or battles. Oh. Oh dear, what's happening? Gates and judgment are much more than mere doors. They are the animus layer, the magical wards, where first line of defense can be so easily shattered. And I laid eyes upon Lady Iceheart. I felt the marrow freeze within my bones. There's something going on. Heretics come. How dare they meddle with our divine protections? I shall rid our nation of blasphemous, even if it means cutting them down one by one. We need not fret overmuch. There are yet several layers of arcane protection that shield the city from invasion. Mother will be fine. Between the heretics struck the first and most telling blow against Ishgard. Sirens, we expected you at Camp Dragonhead. My apologies, we chanced to hear that there had been trouble at the gates, and we thought it prudent to investigate the cause. They have warned of our heretic treachery. Lady Iceheart led a force of her followers against our defenders, and came close enough to dispel the first of our wards. Let us speak more back at the camp. Sir Almeric awaits you. Very well. Level up! Iceheart has grown bold indeed if you would risk direct action against the city. Come, let us do what we are bid and return to Camp Dragonhead. Lord Hutchfart will know where Sir Almeric means to receive us. Whee! Coming through. It's reassuring indeed to behold the consonants of a friend when one's homeland teeters upon the very brink of disaster. Though a single misstep could send us plunging into the abyss, your heroic presence stoked the flames of courage within my heart. Ah, but you do not come to Dragonhead to listen to my prattling. The Lord Commander has arrived and will treat you in the intercessory. And no one notices the little dragon that is currently flying above my head. Alright, let's see how bad things are getting now. Thank you for coming with such haste, and I apologize for my absence. Suffice it to say, Lady Iceheart and her heretics have much to answer for. Yes, we have but recently returned from the gates of judgment ourselves. Given the circumstances, we quite understand if you would prefer to postpone our appointed audience. On the contrary, Master Alphanad, I think it more important than ever that this meeting take place. Rest assured, I shall return to my post on Ishgard's walls the moment our business has concluded. Before we move on to the subject of reinforcements, however, I would introduce you to a close friend and stalwart ally, Einstein. Another Azor Dragoon, perhaps? Present you with Ishgard's Azor Dragoon. Impressive title, though I confess I know precious little of the Order of Dragoons. They are formidable warriors all, yet even among such masters of the lands, Einstein is without equal. Didn't I? But I did the level 50 Dragoon quest. Is it because I'm not wearing the armor? I definitely did the level 50 Dragoon quest, so I am confused. He, out of all the warriors of Ishgard, was chosen to wield the power of the Dragoons, and thus may contend with me. Okay. Flatter me overmuch, Lord Commander. Okay. If ever I was without equal, I am no longer, as my fellow Azor Dragoon here will attest. Be at ease, Zora, I did not come to challenge you this day. Oh, okay. So, is he, like, back to normal? Well, now that we have all been introduced, let us proceed to the matter at hand. I would share with you what we have learned of Iceheart's design, as confessed by the heretics taken captive after the assault on the gates. It seemed that Lady Iceheart and the Dervarians share a common goal, the reclamation of Nihog's stolen eye. Nihog, one of the 7 great worms. His name features prominently in your nation's history. Though once defeated by hero Hardrath, the beast is said to have terrorized Korthus since Ishgard's founding. Okay, good to know. Thank you, Rose. Aye, many are the scars our walls bear from Nihog's relentless efforts to raise the city. The trophy Hardrath plucked from the bested worm skull, known simply as the Eye, is a treasured relic of Ishgard and one possessed of untold power. Should it ever be returned to Nihog, the dreaded creature would be restored to the height of his strength, and that no wall or ward we could erect would be stout enough to deny him. Oh, my vengeful son hath waged war against Ishgard for 1,000 years. No mortal mind could comprehend the depths of his rancor. The eye itself is sealed deep within the vault. It is kept under heavy guard, surrounded at all times by men and women who have proved their loyalty to the Holy See. But those stout walls and sharp waves may suffice to discourage the heretics. The dragons are another matter. There are individuals within the Dravanian horde whom an entire company of knights would labor to repel, to say nothing of Nihog himself. Nor does age rob them of their strength. Through the endless march of years, the dragons adore, patient, calculating, inexorable. You may understand these creatures do not share our perception of time. And it is especially true of the great worms, they who spend centuries in slumber only to wake and resume their campaign as if mere hours had passed. Well, that is what the big dragon said. It has been 20 years since Nihog's last darkened our skies, 20 years for him to gather his strength and for us to bolster our defenses, and now, just as he seems primed to return, the heretics strike at the gates. You believe that Lady Iceheart is in league with the creature, then? Of that we cannot be certain. Though we know the heretics covet the Eye, we have been unable to determine their plans for it. Such questions aside, we must needs address the ragged hole their mistress has seen fit to rent in Ishgard's protections, as a weakness to Dervarians are not likely to leave untested. So it would seem you have described your plight in admirable detail, Lord Commander, yet I can't help but wonder about your candor. Why share such sensitive information with us? I shall speak plain. Ishgard has need of allies, and I would have you bolster our front lines in readiness for the coming battle against the dragons. This much I expect. Unlike our arrangement concerning the Keeper of the Lake, however, only you stand to benefit from our assistance in this matter. I fail to see why we should intervene in a conflict which concerns only Ishgard and Dravania. When the Azorian Alliance requested Ishgard's assistance during Operation Archon, you refused us. Does it not seem grossly unjust to demand that we now risk our lives in your private war? Make no attempt to defend my country's conduct. I only ask that you consider what will follow were Ishgard to fall. Having razed our city to the ground, the Horde will have little cause to linger, and will return to their lairs in Dravania. Soon thereafter, the ruins of Korthus would be buried in snow, and the land would become the sole providence of beasts and beastmen. Until the Galeans arrive, that is, for you may be certain that the Empire would not hesitate to claim Korathos. They would not even have to draw steel. That's true, they could just bombard the monsters from above. The Imperial Province sharing the border with Mordoa. 7 hells. Very well, we will assist you with repelling the dragons. The roar of the Great Worm may have shaken the firmament, but we of Azoria will not abandon our Ishgard brothers to face the coming horde alone. Nor did I ever think you would. Now, on the matter of the roar, allow me, Sir Umlick. Through the power of the Eye, I have become a vessel of Nihog's strength. His essence has stolen into my very blood. Fear not, I am in full control of my faculties, I assure you. and the eye itself is of no relevance to this tale. It is not essential that I bear it with me wheresoever I go. Its lingering influence does, however, allow me to hear Nihog's voice. And the worm who roared was Nihog. Aye, he means to hurl his horde against Darfin's collar and shatter the remaining wards that protect the city. There can be no doubt the worm has summoned his minions to war. And it's kind of like how I can hear the voice of the dragon of the lake. Circumstances are far from ideal. This desperate endeavor will be at least provide us an opportunity to bring the sister states of Zoria together in common cause. Sir Amrik was more ruthless in his negotiations than I had anticipated. I suppose one must give no quarter when one's home is at stake. But did you see the look on his face when we formally requested our assistance? Though the Lord Commander has long campaigned for Ishgard to open its gates to outsiders, I suspect this softening of the Holy Sea's attitude toward foreign cooperation comes as something of a bittersweet victory. Days ahead promise to be interesting indeed. I just want to know why Ishtin isn't like possessed anymore, but whatever. I'm guessing I did knock him out of it, but for to aid the Ishgards in the war of theirs, preparations will have to be made, and soon. Before preparing, however, we must needs return to the Rising Stones and make our report to the antecedent. Got it. And away I go. And here I am. Boing. Boing. Tick, 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 go!
Alphino, it is good to see you. Tell me, what have you learned?
Pray summon the others. Everyone must hear my report.
Why do I have a feeling there's going to be problems in Ul'dah when we're away fighting dragons?
So this was all but a taste of what's to come.
Indeed. The main host advances upon Ishgard as we speak.
Whose vaunted defenses have been nullified.
At least one of the layers has.
Shorn of its wards, the city will bear the full force of Nidhogg's fury.
All those people.
Alphino is right. The Dravanians cannot be allowed to prevail. If Ishgard falls, all of Eorzea will suffer the consequences.
Yeah, we can't have the
And you
Empire.
agree, we have no choice but to intervene. For the good of the realm, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn and the Crystal Braves must join the defense of Ishgard.
Let there be no ambiguity about what has been proposed. We would be directly intervening in the war. But if all here believe the cause to be just, then to war we shall go.
War. War never changes.
The path we now embark upon is perilous. But I pray you will walk with us to the end.
Stoic nod.
For those we have lost. For those we can yet save.
Then it is settled. I shall inform the Council of our intentions and request that they contribute their own forces to the defense of Ishgard.
We still haven't dealt with everything going on in Ul'dah, though. We still have to worry about Omega, we still have to worry about the little guy, we still have to worry about this Sultana maybe giving up her position and dissolving the Syndicate. There's too much going on. Uh-oh, I have a bad feeling. I think he does too. They wouldn't have focused on that if it wasn't important. This is preparations. I have bid the Archons to travel to their assigned nations. Some of the members of the Alliance agreed to pledge Grand Company soldiers to the cause. Our comrades will be on hand to act as intermediaries for the duration of the conflict. Small matter of persuading the Alliance leaders to grant such support, I leave to Alphanod. For you, my friend, a different task awaits. I would have you reach out to your fellow adventurers and gather what allies you may for the coming siege. I would also have you consider the matter of our own security. Revenants told us but a short flight from the snowfalls of Korthus. It is not unimaginable that the fighting may spill across the border. Pray brief self-pour on the brewing conflict and discuss potential contingencies. The frontier settlers must be prepared for aught that might wing its way over the walls. I only hope that such preparation prove unnecessary. Before you leave, might I suggest that you have Tataru accompany you? She has a talent for administration and a firm grasp of the practical challenges we may encounter. Get the adorable juggling lady. Got it. Tataru, come help me please. Thank you. We are rather close to Korthus, aren't we? Best see to our own defense and take stock of our supplies. Oh, and we also need to have beds and bandages laid out just in case. A good receptionist is ready for any eventuality. Let's go, Aura. 101 things to discuss with Southbourne. Run, 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 run. Wait for me, I'm slow. There's the warning. If word's coming to Korthus, then the toll must be made ready. I'll increase the number of patrols and lookouts immediately. I'll also see about finding room for an infirmary, as well as temporary housing for victims of the conflict. Ishgard has done globally us in the past, and I would return the favor. But as for rounding up volunteers for the fighting itself, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. I'll not send my fellow guild members to die on Ishgard's soil, and I'm certain headquarters will say the same. No official Adventurers Guild presence at the siege. That said, each adventurer is of course free to do as he or she will. I shall have a word with some of the more capable colleagues on your behalf, and you might as well try your luck in Revenant's Toll. I dare say there are a few stout souls around town who will be willing to answer your call to arms. Let's get started! We have a town to rouse! She is so adorable and accomplished adventurer. I'm ready to talk with glory and fame. I'm not in the habit of volunteering for lost causes. Survive this long by trusting my instincts, and my instincts tell me to stay far away from Ishgard. Fair enough. Oh, what's up? Ishgard sounds like she's in the right mass, but that ain't what I want to talk to you about. I need you to cast your mind back to that scuffle with the Empire out in the processing plant. A lad from Little Amigo by the name of Wilred was there at the fort that day, and I want to know if you seen him since. Have you? No. Feared as much. No one's bloody seen him. It's like the ground opened up and swallowed him whole. And all, around the time Wilfred stopped turning up for duty, and black market weapons went missing from her vault in Ul'dah. So now, of course, half the Braves suspect the lad for making off with the goods. Folks like to believe our company's a disciplined fighting force, but as you and me both know, it's no more than a motley collection of mercenaries, adventurers, and Grand Company veterans. The only thing that binds us together is some vague oath about fighting for freedom of all, and that's the steady pay. Now, compared to most of the others in the crew, Wilfred's a fresh-faced novice, a bleeding and whelp among wolves. But the boy's got passion. When he talked about being a guardian of Azoria, he bloody well meant it. A lad like him wouldn't rob us blind and bugger off like that. He ain't the type. And then, just between you and me, mind, there's the fact that the lad wanted to tell me about something queer he noticed in the ledgers, something about the Braves numbers not adding up. Oh, that's bad. Aye, there's a villain at the end of this trail I've stumbled upon, and I bet good eye it ain't Wilred. Hey, bruh! The dragons are soon to attack Ishgard, but now we have potential spies in the Crystal Braves to deal with, so yay! And you know, we've got a war to wage while you get on. I just thought someone should know. I'll be seeing you, Aura. There's too much going on. Hopefully we don't have to deal with this whole Ul'dah and the missing weapons for the entirety of Heavensward. Excuse me. I just walk into Ishgard like this. Hello, I'm riding a dragon. Am I a friend? Ishgard seeks sell swords to both swords ranks. I'm not sure, like the sounds of the siege, those nobles will surely be generous with their rewards. But I've pledged myself to guard revenant tolls. Modest work though it is, I'm loath to break terms of my contract. What to do. I have a distinct feeling we are going to recruit absolutely no one. Yeah, you're probably right. No, actually, bro, after I'm done talking to these people, I do actually have to show you something real quick. Volunteer my service as a defensive guard. I think not. The dragons claim the lives of everyone. My brothers, I did not mean to offer them mine. It was an escape such a fate that it took the mental adventure in the first place. Sooner die in pursuit of fortune than huddled behind an icy wall. Saw my boy for the Ishgards? Well, the dragons are a fearsome lot, but I'd slay me fair share if the coin was good. Worked one of the nights before, you know, watched like a bloody hawk you did. Still, I'll put up with worse than that for a heavy purse. Okay, so I got maybe one guy. Once I get a quest that takes me out of here, I will show you what I wish to show you, brother. So Swaney Hearts? One. One or two. Well, I added mine. That makes 3 or 4, not including Southbourne friends. We won't have the largest company in the army, but I'd say Revenant's toll veterans are worth a dozen clanking knights at least. Oh, I've been so caught recruiting, I almost forgot. There's been a word from Alphanot. Apparently the Alliance leaders are convening in Ul'dah to discuss the plight. They've requested your presence, as usual. Anyway, best make your way to Ul'dah, or you'll be late. Alphanot said he would meet you at the Royal Pomerade. Got it. But first... self-destruct! Hey brother, trust revive! Yes, the Blue Mage Classic. I don't have many of the Blue Mage abilities, especially because I'm not sure how to go about the dungeons for now, but at the very least I have it unlocked for future reference. Yeah. Actually, I think that I only picked up I only picked it up like 5 days ago. The only other thing I know about it is that you have to like. So you have to use Party Finder. Is Party Finder different than Duty Finder? Ah, there we go. Ah, yes. That's fair. Party Finder can either search for a party to join or recruit players to form your own. Advanced search. Okay, I'm sure I'll work it out eventually. Right now, I just want to try and get through 2.55. We'll see how well it goes now that I have the Brush with Death status. I did find it kind of funny that they can only blow yourself up once every 10 minutes. I would just love to imagine that when they first introduced the Blue Mage, everyone just kept blowing themselves up so many times they had to implement the 10-minute timer. My apologies for calling you away from your task. I'd hoped to proceed negotiations one leader at a time, but it seems my urgent request for an audience have prompted a gathering of the council. Needless to say, I felt obliged to attend. The alliance leaders are all seated within. Let's join them, shall we? Alright, let's see how badly this goes.
We are well aware of Ishgard's dilemma, and we
That is fair. That is fair. If you could just one-shot bosses by just constantly blowing up and reviving each other. Especially in the bosses where every time a character dies, like, your party gets stronger.
Then I trust there are no objections to the Crystal Brave's intervention.
Uldar has not.
Gridania does not object.
The Crystal Braves are yours to command, Alphino. Do what you will. We shall pray for your success.
Ah, wow. Final Sting, which is like 500% damage. Oh, that is an ability you can get. Okay, good to know. I think I tried to get that earlier, but then it killed me.
It was my hope that you would offer more substantial aid than prayer. I know it is within your means.
Do not presume that you have knowledge of our every concern. The Garleans and the Beast Tribes are but two of many. We are not in a position to contribute greatly to the defense of Ishgard.
Yes.
Not when our own homes are still under siege.
I'm pretty sure I've been doing a good job helping with those sieges, but whatever. Ah, level 35, that's fair.
We dare not leave our interests in Cartano undefended as well. Telegi Adalegi and his ilk would seize control of the territories in our absence.
Yeah, that's also a fair point.
The enemy is at their gates, and you would cower behind yours?
Not sure that's exactly.
No one is cowering, boy. We will offer what support we can.
Aye, support. A handful of men and no more.
Would that we could commit more than a token force to this cause. Yet there are others to whom you might turn. The free companies ever want for work.
Ah, yes. The free companies. They're not like to turn you down.
Alright, the things that I can't actually join currently because I'm free trial.
I beg your pardon? You would entrust the survival of Ishgard to sell swords? Crises like these are the very reason why this alliance was formed. It is our duty to aid our fellow man.
My duty is to my country and my people. If you expect us to place the welfare of a foreign power above our own, you're going to be sorely disappointed. Lest you doubt, Limsa comes first, then the Alliance, and finally, circumstances permitting, Ishgard and the rest.
Oh, you're on the free trial. Okay.
If you cannot understand so simple a concept, then you have no place at this table.
Wow, that's harsh, Blowfish.
Forgive me, Admiral. I was careless in my choice of words.
I suggest you assemble a party of elite adventurers, assuming you haven't already. Your fellows served us well during Operation Archon. I dare say they will do so again.
Hooray! Me and randoms. Stomach nod.
If I may, Your Grace, I wish to propose a redistribution of forces. If we entrust the security of Uldar to the Brass Blades for a time, we can dispatch a larger force to Ishgard. Your Grace?
Yes. Yes, of course. Do what you will.
She sounded different there. Something is going on.
Is Her Grace not feeling well?
To the best of my knowledge, Her Grace is in perfect health.
I hope this lady in waiting is not a traitor.
Carry on.
I hate this city. Again, I owe an apology. It seems you have been conscripted into leading a contingent of adventurers on yet another mission of inestimable danger. But I fear we have left with little alternative. We cannot well abandon Lord Halford and Sir Almeric to their fate. We must abide by the Council's decision, as short-sighted as it is, and strive to fulfill our roles as Azoria's guardians. What now? Captain Ailbread, what news? Then the assault has begun. We have but this moment to conclude our audience with the Alliance leaders. Move our forces into position. Your unit will join House Dresta in Steel Vigil. Man the cannons alongside the knights and thin the horde ere they descend upon Ishgard. I will join you as soon as I'm able. Or we would have you and your adventure allies bolster defenses at the Steps of Faith. Report to Sir Murmuric at the Gates of Judgment, and he will direct you to where you're needed most. May the gods grant us victory! And here I thought the war was going to be mostly part of Heavensward. At this point, I'm starting to think Heavensward might just be something completely unrelated. But it's probably going to be at least tangentially related. Alright, off I go. Whee! Oh look, I can blow myself up again. You were appointed captain of the Sellsword contingent? Welcome then, there is no shortage of blade work to be done. As we speak, the various skirmishing parties are harrying positions across the central highlands. Assign the Crystal Braves and your fellow adventurers to contain these scattered attacks, but for the present I would have you join them. This is of course merely a precursor to the assault on Ishgard proper. The wily serpents seek to divide and confuse our forces. not be so easily drawn out of position. The Temple Knights will remain on the Steps of Faith and continue our preparations. When the Horde arrives in force, they shall face a wall of Ishgard steel. Report back to me once the advanced skirmishers are slain. Whee! Me and my flying shark I got from fishing. Oh look, a dragon. Doink. Taste the power of my pointy stick. Whee! Alright, advanced skirmishers defeated. Oh, way too far. Advanced skirmishers defeated at one point, moving on to another point. Meanwhile, there's someone else doing a completely unrelated Dragon Quest over there. Oh, actually, I wonder if they're doing... No, that's not the Dragoon class. Oh, maybe it is. They're just like a little bit ahead of where I am. Larr. Me and my flying lizard are ready to head back to the gate. Can just fly behind their like big defensive gate without any trouble. News adventurer. The reinforcements decimated, you say. Jarvian devils, damn their scaly hides. Hold fast to your grief and fury, sir. We will avenge the deaths of your fellows in the battle to come. The steps of faith. Ere you commit yourself to the siege, you should know what it is you are to be tasked with defending. Beyond the gates of judgment lie the steps of faith, a great bridge of stone that leads directly to the city of Ishgard. More than simple means of crossing the Sea of Clouds, the bridge serves as the foundation of the arcane wards that form the barrier called Drethen's Collar. Alas, the and dispelling the barrier's outermost layers, that thrice stand which Iceheart stripped the bridge of its protection, and thus are the dragons now able to land unhindered upon the steps of faith. Should Divarian succeed in destroying the remainder of the wards, the winged devils will be free to swarm within the city itself. Needless to say, we cannot suffer that to happen. It should be our task as defenders to prevent any harm from coming to those parts of the bridge wherein the wards are sealed. 3 yet remain, and we have dispatched our forces accordingly. I would ask you and your comrades to accompany our defenders at the outermost ward. Nope. Sorry, just quickly checking on the stream to make sure it's still going. Okay, it looks like it's still going. There was just a brief hiccup on my end with the computer. My computer seems to be having a lot of glitches tonight. Should includes us as well, yes. Oh, hey Thanacred, ready for some knife action? Signs of the 7th Dawn? I'm not saying that way by while the Horde threatens the good people of Ishgard. Indeed, do otherwise we'll go against Master Luminix's stuff Master Lucinix has taught us. As for where we might be assistance, I think it prudent we divide into 2 groups. Yada and I will join the rear guard. Right, if the dragon should reach us, we'll be sure to give them what for. Thank you, all of you. Pray speak with me again when your preparations are complete, and together we shall stand against the Horde. I'm wondering if I should stay as a Dragoon for this quest, or if I should switch to a tank. You know what, I'll try as the Dragoon first. If I end up dying and losing this, I can just try again as a tank. Is that Nihog? Oh, no, it looks like it has 2 eyes at least. Just a friend. We claim victory this day, or Ishgard falls! Accept the fury in your heart and defend the bridge with your lifeblood. Protect the holy seed of Ishgard. Okay. Yoink. Oh. Oh, jeez. That gave me no warning. Am I supposed to be going for the big dragon, or... No, okay. I don't understand. What am I supposed to be doing? Come on, get up. Fall back. I can't move. Run away! We don't want to be cauterized. Can I fight the big guy now? No. There we go. Target the giant dragon. Oh, wrong button. Oh. Now I can't stun the big dragon, but that doesn't mean I can't at least do a little bit of damage to it. Oh. Okay, I got out of the way of that. Oh, jeez! Ow. Oh, it's a good thing I can't count! Well, I can only attack certain dragons. Why do I keep just targeting random people instead of the actual dragon? I'm trying to defend it at all costs, lady. Oh, come on. He defeated that one in a single hit this time? It would help if the wards didn't fall off for a single breath of fire, unlike the first one, which took like 3 different hits. Oh, the Zord Dragoon has arrived to help. That was a delayed reaction. And let me guess, glass barrier. I'm trying to end it, it's just this thing has way too much health. Ow. Target the giant dragon already. No way I can do enough damage in time. Kick it in the throat. Got it. Through the lance, right in the eye, hopefully. And stay down. Okay, so the rest of the dragons retreat for now. They're withdrawing! Victory is ours! Oh, there's like 4 Azor Dragoons, it looks like. That was actually pretty close. At least it felt like it. Good game design, that. One of Nihog's greatest champions, slain. Horn will not soon recover from this blow. But what of you, Nihog? Why did you not join your minions and make this battle a slaughter? Have you grown so fond of the stench of your lair? Maybe you prefer to have your allies fight your battles for you. You have a girl do your bidding now, do you not? No matter, I shall slay Iceheart and all the rest. But I yearn to spill the blood of a great worm, Nihog, and only your death will sate my lance. Careful, buddy. I'm pretty sure the level 50 quest had you being temporarily possessed by Nihog because of the eye, so maybe be careful and don't be possessed by the dragon. Someone has a Kidu as their minion. Alright, the dragons are routed. Lest you wonder, the fighting at Steel Vigil was also fierce, but my crystal blades were not found wanting. Commander Levitt, Aura, true to your word, you arrived to aid us in our hour of need. On behalf of the Holy See and the people of Ishgard, I offer you my humble thanks. As I would stay and lavish you with well-deserved praise, I fear I must away to oversee the aftermath of the siege. Not all the dragons are fled, and there are yet wounded to be carried from the field. Pray let us meet anon that we might express my thanks with the proper courtesy. Indeed achieved a victory of singular importance. The Javarian horde thus weakened and scattered, the threat to Ishgard has been greatly diminished. Mayhap equally significant, the Holy See must now recognize the necessity of cooperation with foreign powers. Long have they barred their gate against the outside world, but I am confident that the day will soon come when Ishgard proclaims itself a member of the Azorian Alliance once more. Much have we sacrificed in our struggles against the dragons and primals, the Ashians and the Empire, but step by unfaltering step we march ever nearer to our goal. And as ever, the journey is made with you in the van. The victory you have won this day gives us great hope for the morrow. It is a hope that I shall sustain us in days to come and bear us past the many evils that seek to hinder our progress. Yes, we have done well, my friend, and I, for one, would take a moment to savor the enormity of our achievements. Helmet quitches through armor. Demands of duty, however, allow me little time for levity. I must accompany Captain Ilbrid back to Ul'dah, and reassign those braves whose squads suffered heavy losses. You, my friend, have earned a rest in the Rising Stones. Pray return to Revenant's Toll and share your tale with Minfilia in person. You'll see to inform the other nations of what took place here. Do be sure to give our regards to Minfilia. Okay, stay out of trouble, you guys. Now then, back to Mordawa. Because we have more to do. The question is, what will go wrong next? Bounce. Alright, welcome back. Often I sent word of the siege, and of course the role you played in ending it. Your deeds never cease to amaze me. Thank you. You're welcome. Quick on. Yes. Broken bridge complete. administrative decision. Fear seems loath to put you in further trouble so soon after your last great exertion. You must be weary, Aura, and now may very well be your only chance to... Ascendant! Trouble in Ul'dah, or... Hello! Message from Ul'dah arrived with a missive for you. The Royal Seal. Curious indeed. Ah, an invitation. Oh. You have the Council of the Alliance, Her Majesty and Amount of invites the Scions of the Seventh Dawn to attend a feast at the Royal Palace of Ul'dah in honor of Ishgard's recent victory. It would seem we are to be recognized for our part in lifting the siege, you for your valiant effort as commander of the adventurers contingent, and the Archons for their earnest attempt to rouse the city-states. Truly I find it strange the Alliance leaders would think themselves deserving of a place at such a celebration. All three refused to deploy their standing armies, preferring to send hastily assembled companies of sellswords, many of whom perished ere the siege began. Are they true celebration as they seek to share in the glory of the triumph? But mayhap they simply seek a pretext to meet with the Ishgards while the mood is yet jubilant. Such an occasion will present a fine opportunity to press for Ishgard's return to the Alliance. We have scarce time to mourn, while Brea and I, for one, am in no mood to carouse, but I suppose we must put away our grief for the good of the realm. I have a bad feeling about this party. Just gonna put it out there. They were promised rest. I fear I must insist you also attend. It would be a strange celebration if indeed the victorious hero were not present. Pray content yourself with the thought that such occasions may bring about momentous change, and without the recourse for bloodshed. Tataru, if you'll do me a favor, contact the rest of the Scions. Of course, Antecedent. And please let me know if there's anything else I can do. Also, I feel that thinking the party in Ul'dah will be bad is not out of context, especially because the first party I attended in this city, for thanks of getting back the Emperor's crown, resulted in me passing out in the middle of the party because of the echo. So let's hope that doesn't happen again. Even though I don't technically have the echo anymore, something could still knock me out. Hopefully it's not Thanakrad getting drunk. Anyway, curious, I've never known Tataru to decide such requests. Could all be amiss? It would be funny if I was to get knocked out at the party again. Especially since I don't even have the echo currently because of the frickin' dragon. For Tataru at her desk. Hello? Conspicuous by her absence. Believe she just stepped outside. Oh, it used to be a trial, so you've never seen a new duty for it? Always a chance to check it out. Think of it, seems rather preoccupied. Alright, let's go find the adorable little Lalafell, who was previously juggling a knife, a paintbrush, and something else. I can't remember what it was. I came out just in time for someone to jump over my head. As you do in this game, I suppose. Tataru! Ah, too slow. Didn't mean to warn you about it. It's nothing really. It's not nothing exactly, but it feels like nothing compared to the towering trials you and the others face every day. That's why you should probably talk to Ophelia before things go anywhere. So, you always know what to say, or I'm glad to hear this little chat. Bye-bye! Yeah, at least I can ride my bed to the, to Ul'dah. Oh, that was a weird bit of lag. At least the duty wasn't actually laggy. I still remember that one stream where I could barely do anything in it because everything was just laggy beyond belief. You have my undivided attention. I haven't broached the subject with all the recent excitement, but all made me realize there's no time like the present. Time is here what I'm asking for. I'm not trying to understand. If you wish to be excused from your duties for a time, then you've certainly earned a rest. I suspect that lying in bed is far from your intent. You know me too well, Antecedent, that there is in fact something I've been wanting to try my hand at. Along with the adventurers and Crystal Braves, the Scions are constantly being thrown into dangerous battles and deadly predicaments. Even Henry Boulder and Colton have been promoted from guard duty to fill our need for competent warriors. So it seems the only thing that I write to shall acquire the power to defend myself, and others, more importantly. When I return, I shall be both your receptionist and your bodyguard! Ah, that is adorable. Run! Well, hey! I kind of love the idea that she just ran right through his legs. It's the first time I almost got knocked to the ground by a wall fell. Never seen Miss Tataru so determined. I'd help a fellow that which I might help ascended. Not at the present, thank you. Was there something you would ask for me? Oh yes, pray excuse my distraction. An adventurer who wants to join us for an escort duty was injured while out on patrol. Fear cannot properly defend the scholars entrusted to our protection without the aid of at least one more guard. Therefore, I humbly request another adventurer, of the capable kind, of course, be assigned to our party. Very well, I shall consider a potential candidate and provide you for replacement as soon as I am able. Well, thanks, Antecedent. I take leave of you. Quest complete. So come in here, talk to someone, go outside, talk to someone, come back in, talk to someone else. Oh, there's two different quests. Power to defend oneself. Tataru was ever full of surprises. Now that I think of it, I do recall in the Major mentioning that she had developed an interest in Arcania. Yeah, I figured I would have to. Perhaps she hopes to gain admittance to the Arcanist Guild in Nimsa. Yes, that would be the way of it. We took a conscious journey to the guild and see that all is well, and it is doubtless unwarranted, but surely I am not alone in my concern for her safety. I wonder, do you perchance recall that commitment I made to you first, Hoary Balder of Capable Adventurers? Well, I'm sorry to say that as I've yet been able to do so. Now, I realize that you're rather more than a capable adventurer, and that escort duty is frankly beneath a man of your talents, but I have no one else to turn to at present. Might you be willing to forego rest and aid us in this matter? Stoic nod. Generous to a fault. Thank you. I thank you, Aura. Now, it only seems fair that I explain the import of the task in question. For some time, our order has employed a handful of scholars to travel around Azoria, taking etheric readings that we might better understand the impact of primal summonings. Naturally, it behooves us to ensure our employees' safety, and so we ask the adventurers in our service to serve as escorts. Honorary Boulder and Coltonet were to act as two such escorts, as was a third adventurer, and alas, due to injury, said adventurer is not presently fit for duty, hence my need to impose upon your goodwill. You are a pillar of strength, Aura. Honorary Boulder will share with you the details of your task. He should be waiting for you outside. Be safe. Alright, I guess I'll do the escort first since it's closer. Boing. Oh, is it true you agreed to lend us a hand? Stomach nod. Huzzah! What did I tell you, Corta? That misfortune has become a blessing, an opportunity to serve alongside the warrior of light himself. Need I remind you that we have 3 scholars to escort, each of whom will take a different route? True, but our mission is the same. Separated by miles, we may obey, but in spirit we shall be together. Such thought brings you joy, you are welcome to think them. To more practical concerns, or we would have you attend to the scholar charged with surveying the South Shroud. He's waiting in Camp Crankle as we speak. All you will need to do is follow the man. He has determined the most appropriate locations to take his readings. In spirit, Aura, in spirit! We shall be together every step of the way! I always like dramatic pose. It just reminds me of Hildebrand. And away I go. Unsettled scholar. The Scions made it. Designed to grace me with his presence. A pity that we have no time for such pleasantries. Our first destination is Osumha. Come, we are late enough as it is. Okay, the power of my magic bed shall compel us. Nothing says I can't nap en route to the survey location. Device. Once I finish calibrating the instrument, I don't require but a moment to make the measurements. I trust in you to explain my work and suffer no interruptions, and please stand at an appropriate distance and keep watch for wild beasts. Oh, what do you know? We are in a level 20-something area, and we are being attacked by level 50 monsters. Because that totally makes sense. Doink. I see we have both completed our task, a satisfactory outcome. Though if I can make one suggestion, you might try to dispatch your foes more quietly in the future. Do not like to pick fault, but I really must be allowed to concentrate. Now then, snake multiple ways, shall we? Okay. Oh, I know where that is. That's right near where I fought Gilgamesh for the second time. Well, actually fought. He tried to fight me a second time, then got blown away, and then tried to fight me another time, and then got kicked through a wall by Hildebrand's mother. Right about here, yes, as before. I would ask you to keep an eye out for dangerous beasts as I would. Okay. I'm attacked by an evil tree. I swear these Kirby games just keep getting weirder. Fascinating. The readings are not at all what I expected. Though perhaps that should be no surprise. I am not given to superstition, but there's a queer, almost blasphemous air hiding about. Let us quit this place and return to Roots Lake. There's one more site to survey. Oh, he's actually like right next to a dungeon. Well, if I am going to do a dungeon, I am going to switch back to tank for the time being. I am a gentleman, with Titan's left butt cheek on my back. As a former guardian, pray leave me to do my tasks in safety. Alright. Hello, Mr. Turtle. Kidding monsters. Just another day in Azoria. Blah, blah, blah. And it's done. Now do I go into the dungeon or do I not? Stage of revival. God, what is that stench? Did you just order a creep of a domus while my back is turned? Quickly now to Camp Tranquil. I will not have my clothes be reeking of blood and offal. Well, I guess no dungeon today. Back to Dragoon. You chose to paddle in the Inkar a while longer, I take it. No matter, I took advantage of my unexpected privacy and performed a cursory analysis of the data. It appeared that there have been measurable decreases in ambient aether concentration since the calamity. However, the data is far from conclusive. We must take additional measurements to confirm the assessment. Next survey, I would have you escort me to Uthorn Font. Ambient aether concentration there is so high that crystalline structures form spontaneously. Consequently, anomalous fluctuations should be much easier to detect. Brilliant. Yes? No, don't bother answering. That was rhetorical. Now come along. Oh, I know that place. That's where I need to fight Odin. I just can't get the other party to fight him. Overly dramatic wolf riding music. Away! Oh. I guess I forgot about the hunting quest. Do-do-do-do-do. I guess I can kill 5 wild hogs while I'm here. Whee! There it is. Glad I could help this person complete a feat. Da-da-da. And be gone! Another random hunting quest complete that I didn't even know I had to do at the moment. Kid? More than familiar with the procedure by now. Find a position, I'll take measures. Random bug is bugging me. And so I wait. Yes, quite high. So remarkably lower than the historical measurements taken near the end of the 6th astral era. Could the presence of primals account for the difference, or is there something else? Something else. Buddy, don't wander off. Something else? Alright, come here, I need you! What on earth? Now, my friends, help has arrived! There you are! Weren't ever word when you and our charge failed to return at the appointed hour. Oh, this must be the dead guy that the other one was talking about. Cut it like a hog, not by one. No, these wounds were marked by a blade. Made with a blade. Doesn't look like he put up much of a fight either. Nay, a mark on his sword or his shield. Heard nothing of any crystal brave operations. I mean, what cause has Wilred to come out here? What should we do? We'll see to the Scar's protection aura. Aye, and the boys remain. You should return to Rising Stones. The antecedent will want to know what happened here. And so do I. Yeah, there's definitely something weird going on. All goes back to Ul'dah and those missing weapons. And of course, a simple protection mission never stays just that. Oh, you returned, and you seem troubled. Did the royal escort chafe so? Wilfred dead? Man, murdered by the 12. How can that be? Send word to Alphenad at once. You will want to conduct a full investigation and send word to Wilfred's family. God, he was just a boy. Who would do this, and why? Oh, that's actually the end of the quest for there. Guess I gotta go check on Tataru first. Hello everyone, I'm back! Did you miss me? Ah, then everyone must be in the basement. Whee! Down the stairs. Hey Tataru! Oh, she looked adorable as a scout, as an... Okay. Alright, what are you doing here? I just came to check up on you. Me for the worry, that's the last thing I wanted. Putting an end to such worries is precisely the reason I'm here, don't you see? I, Tataru Trow, shall become a great and powerful arcanist. Now, at Mistress Lovely's behest, I must go and complete a special training exercise until we meet again. Bye-bye! No idea if this makes me go faster, but it's just fun to watch me jumping up the stairs 10 at a time. Hello! Ah, Mrs. Nora, what brings you to the guild? So you're acquired with a newest member. Ah, the arcanist of your experience must see that her potential is somewhat lacking. Nevertheless, she would not be denied and goes now to undertake her first trial, a simulated inspection of 3 crates. That was your recall receiving a similar training under Katala's supervision. A thought occurs to me. Why not oversee your training yourself? Given your relationship with the girl and you're familiar with the task, I think you would be the ideal choice. You need only head to the cliff outside the Zephyr Gate as as before and observe at a distance. I actually kind of like the fact that because I've been part of the guild before, that she has additional dialogue. I have a feeling that poor Tataru is going to struggle with the mission. Ow. Therapy music. What does the pirates depart when she meets the shining jewels? For to bring the smuggler's pain to nod, come alas when none could fool. Beating with the black draft, custom for gust. Decking for the down bus, go, carbuncle, go. Are those crates I spy? Ah, this must be a true test. Or aren't we, carbuncle? She going to do anything, or the carbuncle ran away? The carbuncle abandoned her. Oh my god, that is so unfortunate. And now she has a bunch of jellyfish too. Come back, carbuncle, come back! Oh my gosh. The carbuncle just got bored and left her to fight on her own. That is just so unfortunate. Should have known you'd come, Aura. You didn't say a word, your face is it all. I know you bore witness to my shame. Betrayed by my own carbuncle and left at the mercy of wild beasts. Unless they took the truth, I'll never be a warrior like you or the others. For I'm mistress of my intention to withdraw. Or caring about so much else that's beyond me. Sweetie, you just need some more practice. It's okay. Not everyone is born adventurers. You just need practice. I do feel bad for her. That was funny, but I feel bad for her. Boing. 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 Let's go see the guildmaster. How's our fledgling arcanist? Abysmal, as all will testify. What's wrong with an arcanist? Wrong as usual, completely and utterly unqualified. Severely apologize for wasting time. Tataru, if that were true, I would not have permitted you to join in the first place. We must all come to accept our limitations, lest our ambitions lead us astray. However, we must not lose sight of our strengths in the process. For example, your exceptional skill with numbers helped you to gain a solid grasp of the fundamentals of Arcambia. Were it not so, you would have struggled to even summon Carbuncle to your side. In my opinion, the Scions are truly fortunate to have such a capable and good-natured receptionist in their service. Would you not agree? Oh, certainly! You are too kind, Mistress Though I could not overcome this challenge, I shall take your words to heart and try not to be discouraged. Oh, adorable. Glad the Guildmaster was able to pep her up a bit. Knowing me, I'm not very good at pep talks. I just stoically nod at people. Especially as we promised, I fear I shall never don them again. But I can't go back to the Rising Sun without something to show for my time away. Wait, I know what I do. That is, if you don't mind accompanying me for a little longer. What are you gonna do? The Costa del Sol, off we go. It's a bit of a gamble, but I'm confident it will pay off. Costa del Sol. Okay, not sure what she wants to do there, but whatever, we're going for a vacation. And worst comes to worst, I can always just tumble dry close to the really big cutscene. It's not 71 minutes long, is it? I do know that that is a cutscene length, I think, from one of the Metal Gear Solid games. This is where the man at the drowning winch told me to look. There's a certain variety of clam which can harvest this time of year in Bloodshire, which produces marvelous pearls. Okay, glad it's not that long. However, these clams are also coveted by certain wild creatures, and since I've fared rather poorly in battle last time, let us be off. Hey, come back! You could at least give me a chance to put on my own sun hat, even though I don't have one. I briefly saw a disconnecting thing appear above my character, so lag is still potentially a problem, but we shall see. Unfortunately, I've already found one. We just got to keep watch while it works. It should only take a moment. Got it. I will go stand over in this general direction and fight some crabs. 45 minutes? Well, okay then. What on earth is that thing? "45 minutes, though, is definitely stretching it. I don't even think the movie dungeon had that had that long of cutscenes in it. Well, assuming you only count the dungeon and not like the ultimate fight afterwards. Prey is like 45 minutes long. Not expecting to have to fight a mini-boss here. Smoothie length cutscenes, yeah. Just as long as the game allows me to actually stream the cutscene, I should be fine. Well fought, well fought. I knew it was right to ask you to come. For me, I have my prize, a bounty of blood pearls. So named for the reddish hue, they were treasured as wards against the dark magics of ancient times. I thought I might make charms for everyone, so that no matter where they go, they'll always come home. I really hope that these blood pearls aren't the same things that are used to make the rosary for the heretics. Oh, you can stream every cutscene. Good to know. I really hope that these blood pearls are not the same thing they used to make the rosary for the heretics, because I do not want everyone in the Scions to become dragons, please. Well, that would be kind of embarrassing for poor Tataru. It's sort of the power to defend myself and other people. In a way, right. Right, well, I mustn't keep Fleming waiting. There's work to be done, and lots of it. Security provisions for the Scions and in the midst of markets. She may have an eye for quality, but I have a nose for bargains. Are you heading back to the Rising Stones? If so, pray convey my apologies to Antecedent and tell her that she needn't worry about me. Hello, Aura. Thank you for everything. That sounded rather final, didn't it? How about until we meet again? Again, that sounds... I have a bad feeling about this. I have concerns. Bye. She just stopped over there. I can't tell if that was a bad smile or not. Okay, if I'm going into a 45-minute long cutscene, I need to do so as a gentleman. just make sure that all the glimmers are actually equipped, because we have to be near a crystal to do that. Meep, coming through. This gentleman is ready for a 45-minute long cutscene. Possibly not really, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Welcome home. I gather you found her in the Limsa. It sounds like you had quite an adventure. Well, it did not end as she had hoped. I suspected it would prove a viable experience. Dare say she could have managed without our intervention. Even so, I appreciate you indulging my request. Oh, the banquet. I have a bad feeling. The recent events weigh heavy on our minds. We must need to set them aside for now. We're coming to a defining moment in Zoria history. The grand commemoration of a joint defense of Ishgard, the first time in 15 long years that our people stood side by side with our neighbors to the north to fight a common cause. This may mark the true rebirth of the Zoria Alliance. Failing that, it should at very least serve to bring our nation closer together. Oh, something horrible is going to happen. Something horrible is going to happen, I'm calling it. We have a reason to raise our voice in celebration, do we not? We have bested our international above. Against this desperate odds, we have fought and won. But our primals still plague us, and the Empire still plots our subjugation, and our triumphs, remarkable that they are, were brought at a terrible price. Brave adventurers and allies broken on the steps of faith, and before our eyes, in this very room, our dear friend Loa Brea. This victory we have wrought, and it is bitter ashes in my mouth. I would sooner stay here and invite those with more appetite to enjoy the feast in my stead. Alas, it is a royal banquet, and all of ours will be in attendance. It is our duty to present a united front, and it might serve as a beacon of hope to all. Am I gonna have to fight Omega? Good thing I have my tuxedo for the ball. It seems no choice but to take my own advice. Instruct the others to meet in Ul'dah that we might make our grand entrance together. Fortunately, I have to set off for leaving Tataru and Numenera a note. If they do not return quickly, they have to set off for whatever leftovers I could smuggle out of the fragrant chamber. Or fragrant chamber. What the big story are? Raise a glass for me, eh? Or not? You don't look best pleased, lad. Something on your mind. Point finger. Navigator. Were he dead? God damn it. They must know they've been rumbled. It's past time we had this talk. After our last conversation got me thinking of where certain funds were coming from, so I had to dig around on the quiet like, and sure enough, I found it. Seems a fair bit of coin made its way into the Braves' coffers courtesy of a Dodo Consortium, a daft name for businesses I've already heard one, which is what first gave me an inkling that something weren't right. So I went to the ledgers again and found half a dozen donations from organizations with stupid bloody names. Didn't take long to find a common thread. They were all owned by the Mirage Trust. Oh, I'll give the bastard credit. He showed us how for amateurs we are. Short of calling his business the bloody bribing consortium, I didn't know what more he could have done to mock our rules on financial contributions. The gods only know how many men in the first and third are taken to Legi's coin. Uh-oh. But now we know some of them are, and I wager me right eye that they're the ones that did for Wilrid. The earnest young fool had taken asking the wrong kinds of question, bound to attract attention he was. Should have seen it at the time, but didn't. Damn, God's damn me. Still, don't see what Legi hopes to accomplish. He hid his scheme with all the care of a drunk piss in the wind. No, he's cleverer than this, so we'll need to be clever too. That's the only way we will ever repay this debt of blood. Purge every one of them trading bastards from our ranks. On that you have my word. Enora, mind yourself in your old eye. We're heading into a storm. I can smell it. That's the kind what swamps the man overboard and drag him under before he knows it. Quest accepted. Great. So now we have at least a good number of the Crystal Braves compromised. And the party is going to be a disaster. Okay, while I'm warping over to Ul'dah, I'm going to go get some more water. Be right back. Alright, who's ready for a movie? Assuming this is actually going to be the movie. A time to every purpose. Waiting for you, the celebration will begin shortly. I had hoped you might make an introduction together, but Mistress Modi just sent word you are needed at the quicksand. Okay, never mind. So much for the movie. Might join us when the quicksand is resolved. Why do I have a bad feeling about this? Can my guards smoothly let her know that I will call upon her anon. And here I had my fancy rose and everything. Whee! Ow, my legs. Derpy Easter music. Appreciate you dropping in and touch us notice. I know you've got a place to be, so I won't waste your time. Friends with the Crystal Brave by the name of Aline, aren't you? Former adventurer? Come to think of it, I'm pretty sure you recruited her yourself. Anyway, she came and asked for a meal not long ago. Before she left, she asked me to give you this message. Said if the others ended up dragging you to the feast, I want to see you got this before you made your entrance. Meet me at the station west of Coffin. There's something I must show you. Short message I'll grant, but she thought long and hard before picking the words. Barely touched her food, too. Under the circumstances, I'd have thought the signs of troubled heart, but something tells me she ain't planning to confess her undying love. This is going to be a problem. Okay, there we go. She's definitely out of the ways here. I'm hoping I'm not going right into an ambush. Plot twist. The cutscene's not at the party at all. I'm going to be kidnapped and taken on a train. You stand on the platform, your thoughts begin to wander. All too soon, the ghost of comrades lost an enemy's name begin to file in your mind's eye and soul possession. Turning your head, you scan the horizon, but see no sign of her. Come but not gone. Straining, twisting your ears, you hear a chatter of Quinn and the buzzing of symphonies, but no approaching footfalls. Sighing, you bow your head only to notice the vial laying at your feet. Or is that you? What brings you out this way? I have a bad feeling. Lieutenant, why no, I have not seen her about. Had she come this way, I guarantee you we would have crossed paths. She must have passed this spot a dozen times. He patrolled the city everyone's on account of the royal banquet. Captain Doran, you understand. Speaking of which, isn't it about to begin? Should be with the honored guest, enjoying the well-deserved respite. Ah, pray return to Uldar. If I chance to meet the lieutenant, I will tell her you are here. Oh, you're a filthy traitor, aren't you?
O Sultan Tree, hallowed spirit of my line. Through my weakness, the glorious house of Ul has all but disappeared beneath the sands. For want of the strength to raise it up again, it were better that it fall. Forgive me, but I know not what else to do.
So we got someone who wanted to meet with me, and instead I found a vial. We've got a traitor, and now we've got the Emperor. Ah! Someone's just laying around on the ground. Suspense is killing me. Okay, straight for the feast. What's the matter? No appetite? She had this vial. She wasn't there, but this is. Let's see. Look at my alchemist vial, but beyond that, I can't say. It might be best if you hold on to it for safekeeping. Nothing to worry about, Lily. I'm sure she'll turn up before too long, and when she does, we'll soon to find out this was all in aid of. Besides, we got more important things to think about. Why do I have a feeling everyone at the banquet's gonna get poisoned? Judging by Moody's grin, your star could not rise any higher. She believed that while you were away, another message arrived for you. One delivered by a Sultana handmaid. She seems to grace desires a private audience. Her handmaid will meet you at the royal pomeraid and escort you to the chamber. Waiting for it. Go on, go!
You needn't trouble yourself so. Your grace is most kind, but it is no trouble to me, rather an honor. If your grace is ready, I shall summon the warrior of light. I
don't know, Rose. I'm not in charge of your popcorn. Snacks are not provided in this movie theater. Unfortunately, I do not have a make popcorn emote. Is that an emote, actually? That would be hilarious if it was. Alright. How badly are things going to go? The person looks like she's wearing a lampshade on her head.
Everyone looks to be in high spirits.
With good cause.
A common victory may serve to unite even the most unlikely of allies. You've brought us one step closer to a united Eorzea.
Your modesty knows no bounds, antecedent. Were it not for your efforts, Sir Emmerich would never have become such a steadfast ally. When he convinces his countrymen to rejoin the Alliance, we shall all reap the benefits, military and economic. I tell you, we are on the cusp of a new era of unity and prosperity.
Why would you say that? We're doomed now! Doomed!
Divide us now. But I have faith that we will find an amicable solution in time.
We are doomed.
And failing that, I'll have my trusty warrior of light box the ears of all concerned. Speaking of whom...
He will be joining us shortly. A matter at the quicksand required his attention, but it did not sound serious.
My brother bought a cookie. Did not sound serious. Oh, just... Is the cutscene gonna all happen at once, or is it just, like, spread across multiple, like, things? Happen all at once. Then you need to stop taunting me and just get on with it. No, this isn't the right place. Where am I going? You know what? I'm just going to the crystal. It's above, okay. Ah, where the Alchemist Guild is, okay. Yeah, I've gotten much better at navigating Ul'dah, but at times it's still just a pain. I just realized if I pull my sword out at all during these cutscenes, the Moogle sound effect is going to play, and it's going to make it like 10 times better. Yeah. The grace to speak with you. If you require one to compose yourself to be honest, you may have it, or if you're ready, you may go to the chamber. Upon proceeding to the bedchamber, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It's recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view all these scenes in their entirety. You know what? Why not? Have a slightly longer stream today. Angel can walk in on me freaking out. Yeah, at least the game warns me before it does an hour-long cutscene.
Enter. Your Grace.
Control.
Your guest has arrived.
Hi, do you like my suit? A fancy gentleman wore it.
Pray, come in and take your ease.
Yeah, that would be interesting, like leaving halfway through it. Why do I have a bad feeling?
'Tis well that the steps of faith held against the Horde.
And what of the city proper?
We sustained some few losses, but the heart of our nation yet beats with vigor. I am not certain I could say the same had we not received your most generous aid.
An attack on Ishgard is an attack on the realm. We stand together or fall divided.
You guys didn't send that much, but whatever.
Such noble words after the fact.
I had hoped to speak in the presence of Her Grace, but it seems she has been delayed. That being the case, now would seem as good a time as any.
Oh?
Honored friends.
Oh, pardon.
Pray allow me to convey Ishgard's warmest gratitude for your part in the defense of our lands. 'Tis upon the success of this very alliance that my recommendation to throw open the gates of judgment shall be founded. With the blessing of the Archbishop, it is my hope that Ishgard will soon be reunited with her long-estranged sister nations, and that Eorzea shall once more be as one.
Yay, politics. I mean, this is a good thing, but it's never going to be that simple. Fanat, I think, has some concerns.
Very well.
Uh-oh, I have a bad feeling.
Is aught amiss?
Nothing to worry about. I shall return anon.
So I really hope that he's not about to be, like, assassinated or held captive or something. She's suspicious. Bye-bye!
You wished a word, Yu Hase?
Uh-oh, this is the little guy. The game is giving me no answers!
You may go. Your Grace.
Oh, and then a bot joins. Ban the
You
bot.
must be curious as to the reason for this private audience. The matter I would discuss, however, will soon make apparent the need for discretion. I intend to abdicate the throne and dissolve the monarchy.
I knew it. I look concerned.
You have seen for yourself the storm of turmoil.
That would be
howls
that would
through
be
our
interesting to
streets.
see.
The government fails in its responsibilities, and my subjects suffer the consequences of our incompetence.
It's not your incompetence, it's the greed of the other people.
But I will see them suffer no longer. The victory feast shall provide the stage on which I declare the dissolution of the Sultanate. 'Tis mine intent that the ruling class of our golden city should take its place beside the common man in a fair and equitable republic. No more shall this nation bow to the whims of a privileged few.
This is gonna cause so much turmoil.
Yet, that which I propose will entail the tearing up of this city's very foundations. And even Roban, with all his strength and influence, will be hard-pressed to keep his footing on such treacherous ground. Thus would I ask you to lend him a steadying hand.
I will, especially because I'm sure Toletti is going to probably try to become the new Sultan himself.
The lot of innumerable foes are the one hero in whom I can place my trust. Will you do this thing for me?
Smile. Stoic nod. Don't worry, I am a gentleman, my lady. I shall protect you in this city.
I am truly
and then
grateful.
punt the other evil LFO guy if it comes to it.
How much we have both changed since that day we met beneath the Sultan tree. And the days ahead promise to change us further still. I hope that we will recognize ourselves when all of this is over.
That's right, we met beneath the tree and that was... Uh-oh, is this gonna be poisoned? I knew it. I really hope that vial I have is an antidote. Oh no, I have a vial of poison. That's what it is, isn't it? Oh, this little bastard!
Her Grace, the Sultana, is dead. Poison in her wine? You did this!
This little bastard. Yeah.
Spare us your denials. I see no other suspects, and the room has but the one entrance. I hereby accuse you of regicide. Men, arrest this viper.
Oh, you can see his smug grin. Knew it.
Sir, barring a few exceptions, we have detained all those with allegiance to the Scions. The Rising Stones is also under our control.
Oh, god damn it.
And what do you hope to achieve with this mutiny?
Why, that which we have striven for all along, Commander. The salvation of Eorzea.
Salvation? Oh, great. So now I've been framed for murder.
What is the meaning of this?
I wish. Oh, Ishgard are trading too.
This cannot bode well.
Lord Commander, we have received an urgent message from the Holy See.
Oh, that's not
I am
true.
to report that your serpentine foes have resumed their assault. Needless to say, your presence is urgently required. These knights have come to bear you swiftly home to Ishgard.
Oh, this is going so wrong.
A surprise attack.
We've had no such word from our men, and the timing is most fortuitous to catch us away from the city.
Most fortuitous indeed.
Lord Commander, we must away.
You have been a most gracious host. I hope that I might one day return the favor.
Oh, the sarcasm. Oh, I hate this little guy. Thanacred.
Whatever is going on in there? Ah, the ever-dutiful brass blades. I must apologize, but my dance card is rather full. Another time, perhaps?
Thancred, of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. You stand accused of committing acts of espionage in service to the Garlean Empire.
Espionage? What in the seven hells are you talking about? Ah, if you're referring to that business with the Ultima weapon...
Under interrogation, an Imperial prisoner revealed your involvement in numerous dealings with the enemy. We've also been investigating reports that you are a practitioner of forbidden arts. You best come along with us.
Oh boy, just fight back.
You invite me to your party and now you want me to leave? I do so detest receiving mixed signals. Come then. I believe I've lost my appetite for this farce of a celebration.
You should be able to handle them, I think.
You go too far, Lord Adeleji. By what right do you march armed soldiers into a royal banquet and eject state visitors without her grace's consent? You treat the brass blades as your personal army and show contempt for the throne with your every act. Leave us now.
Is that an order, General? Mayhap you have mistaken me for one of your flames. You will find I am not so slavishly obedient. And you lecture me on personal armies. As for your outrageous claim that I have shown contempt for the throne, let all here observe that it was not I who feasted while an assassin removed its occupant. I expect this is your idea of defending the nation, is it? This and diluting our forces through these distractions in Cartano and Kurthis. I do begin to see how the ranks of the Immortal Flames came to be riddled with Garlean sympathizers. You are plainly unfit for command.
I hate this guy.
Wait, goddamn you. Your words make no sense. What assassin?
You mean to say you don't know? We caught the vaunted champion of the Scions in her Grace's private chambers, not moments after the deed was done.
No! No, this cannot be!
I hate him.
Breath. You will need it to plead your case. You and your entire order are to be tried for this atrocity. Bring in the prisoner!
Really? He betrayed me too?
This man
No, I
stands
don't.
accused of poisoning Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Ul Namo and his suspected accessories to the crime. All members of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn will be detained for questioning.
This is madness!
What a pity. Who'd have thought your tale would end like this?
Either you're a traitor or you're playing along.
Should you demand further proof, a vial with traces of the substance used to poison her grace was found upon the assassin's person.
The vial I found out near the thing.
How very convenient.
You would speak of convenience? Who persuaded her grace to host this celebration? A diversion which presented you and your confederates ample opportunity to commit the crime, and a crowd within which to fade from view. A more convenient occasion I could scarcely imagine.
We didn't organize this. We didn't even want to come.
How dare you! After all we have done for Uldar!
Hold your tongue, witch! I'll not be ensorcelled. I know all about the dark gift that you and your disciples wield. Oh, yes. I've observed how you worked upon the minds of the Alliance leaders, bending them to your will.
Oh, this guy's just making stuff up now.
Your cordial relationship with Sir Emmerich. For years, Ishgard abjured all contact with the outside world, and now the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights treats you with the familiarity of a childhood friend.
We saved his kingdom from being burned to the ground.
This desperate defense of Ishgard was but a ruse to deceive us into dividing our forces. Your next move will be to charm your Kurthan allies into invading our lands. Now that is truly ridiculous.
How do you even think of this stuff?
She cannot be dead.
Pull it together, man.
Stand aside, Ilbert. I want to see the Sultana.
Spare yourself the pain, brother. I saw her with my own eyes. For a mercy, the poison took her swiftly. Her handmaiden can attest to that.
That damn handmaiden poisoned him.
This cannot be. Nanamo. No!
Kill Delechi, you know it's him. Thanacred, we could use an out now. He smiled, that little bastard.
Plainly, the Royalists can no longer be relied upon to keep our nation safe. And so it falls to the monitorists of the Syndicate to govern Uldar. But should you wish to help us, General, we would be more than happy to entrust the task of planning Her Grace's funeral to you. It seems only right that you should bury your precious Sultana, and we will be glad to be rid of that burden.
Bro, he will murder you right here, right now.
I'll bet you will. You more than any man.
Whatever do you mean?
That smug grin.
I mean you had her killed, you black-hearted bastard!
What rot! Though I did have sufficient motive, 'tis true. That young lady caused me no end of grief. She always was a most unwilling puppet. I dare say Her Grace was grateful that someone thought to cut her strings.
Is he trying to goad him into attacking?
You would mock her, then mock her from hell!
What?
Oh dear! I could have seen that coming a mile away. Jesus, what were you thinking? Is it meant to, like, corrupt him or something? What is happening? He's glowing red.
Have you lost your mind, General? It is forbidden to draw steel in the royal chambers, much less slaughter our fellow syndicate members.
Oh, bro, he's gonna murder you next.
You're one of them. You've been in league with the Scions all along.
Bro, do not taunt him. He's gonna murder you next.
You're next, you scheming bastard.
Oh, gee, they didn't expect him to actually lose an arm.
Oh, Raban!
Seven hells!
Admiral, we must leave.
No, pull your gun and shoot him.
Ah.
How unlike you, old friend. I did not expect to take your arm so easily.
You little bastard.
Take the Scions into custody. They have conspired to commit regicide.
No, we haven't.
And arrest this traitor as well.
Thanacred, we could really use a hand here.
Ilbert, I hope you choke on their coin.
'Tis better than the dirt I've supped on these long years. We can't all abandon Alamigo and become great war heroes as you have.
And you were the one who lectured the Golian spy about being, like, you know, true to your purpose.
You are not the man you once were, Raban. Since that girl strapped the yoke around your neck, you've become docile.
Is this even the same person? He's not even talking like the other guy did.
She took
or he did
the
before.
bull and cut off his balls. And a bull that cannot rot is fit for naught but slaughter. Shall I tell you who really killed your precious Sultana? It was me.
You little bastard.
You die!
His face is just completely off. Like his is like Mr. Blue. Can someone help him? Thank you! Don't just stand around! Did you cut my ropes? Thank you!
I never doubted you, not for a moment. But there is more to this than I yet understand. Flee this place. Clear your names. Find out who is behind this plot. It is the only way. Now go!
On it. Yeah, we're not even close to the 45-minute mark yet. Oh wow, he took them all out. His face just had this derpy, it's like, I'm gonna kill you! Look, what is happening? Ay, 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 ay. Where's my sword and shield?
Ah, there you are.
Thanacred!
Thancred, where have you been?
Or Thancred, whatever.
Avoiding the fumbling advances of some very persistent admirers. But when I realized the celebrations had turned sour, it seemed prudent to slip away and take stock of the situation.
Can we not talk right outside the throne room?
Much of the city is already under tight guard. It occurs to me that expanding the Brass Blade's authority may not have been such a wonderful idea after all.
The success of this plan was contingent upon those thugs having the run of the place in motion.
The careful preparations, the maneuvering of forces. I am inclined to agree with the General's insistence that a deeper plot exists here.
So, would I be right in thinking we now have an excuse to pummel as many brass blades as we like?
Unless you plan on pummeling them all, I'm not sure that will greatly aid our cause.
The Sultana's assassination was but one part of the scheme. We too were its targets. And though we did not share poor Nanamo's fate, we are yet hobbled by the charges laid at our door. Where now might we seek refuge?
Ishgard, maybe?
Where indeed, we may safely assume that our foe has thought to have the Rising Stones watched.
Forgive me for stating the obvious, but our choice of destination will matter little if we cannot secure an escape route out of Ul'dah.
And save
Happily,
Alphanad.
I believe I can provide one. Papashan once told me about the passages hidden in the walls of the palace. If I recall correctly, the fireplace in Animo's chambers conceals the entrance to a tunnel.
Alright, let's go.
It should lead outside the city and allow us to avoid any messy confrontations.
Speaking of which... the fact that our own troops are trying to murder us, too, is such a problem.
The rest of you, go on ahead. I'll handle this lot.
By yourself? I suppose I shall just have to join you.
Crystal Braves too, huh? Now this should be interesting.
Ida! Papalimo!
Please don't, do another fake death thing going on. You don't have to lock yourselves behind the gate. It's just a big circle.
We will hold our pursuers here. Hurry, now! Find this tunnel of Thancreds.
Ugh.
Minfilia, we cannot linger.
Come on, I should still have my sword and my shield. It would actually be really cool if you got to actually play as the other characters during the battles. Was this really his plot all along? Oh no, or is he Teleji Agileji just in disguise? We'll see. God, what is happening? Come on. The suspense.
Now look what you've done.
Oh, we can actually see her eye. Punch! You broke my mask!
Are you all right? There are just too many of them.
I'm fine. I could do this all day. How about you?
Nearing the end of my tether.
And here come more of them.
This is so stupid. We're the scions of the Seventh Dawn. The ones who stand between this realm and the evil that's trying to destroy it.
And if you think we'll leave the stewardship of Eorzea to the likes of your masters, then you're sorely mistaken.
Sorry I dragged you into this, Papalimo.
'Tis hardly the first time, and I'll be damned if it will be the last.
Ooh, what's this? Ooh, it's sparkly. Give him a falcon punch.
Let them have it, Ida.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Falcon punch. You two better live this. I'm pretty sure they will, but you never know in this game. Meanwhile, in the tunnel...
I never knew such a watercourse existed beneath Uldar.
The architecture is of the Sildine style, if I'm not mistaken. The ancients plainly foresaw the need for a ready means of escape.
Oh yeah. I would imagine so, given what we're dealing with. More of them, really?
This way!
Well, that didn't take long. It seems these tunnels were not as secret as I'd hoped.
You two, go on ahead. Thancred and I will deal with this.
Are you sure?
What do you mean to do?
Only that which is required to ensure that the dawn's light survive to brighten the morrow.
I still should have my sword and
Fear not,
shield.
antecedent. You haven't seen the last of these fair features.
Everyone keeps saying that.
My friends.
We really need to get Memphilia some more combat training.
Leave us!
To be fair, she can probably see in the dark, and Thancred is a rogue, so he probably does very well in the dark as well.
What is the plan, milady? Shall I take the dozen on the left and you the dozen on the right? The odds are not exactly stacked in our favor.
Numbers will count for little when I bring the tunnel down upon their heads. Though I cannot say I relish the thought of being entombed with you for all eternity.
Entombed me? I will have you know that many a maid would kill for the chance to spend forever at my side. Now, may I have the last dance?
Ugh. I used to be an adventurer like you, but then I took an arrow to the knee.
Well, this is going splendidly. Now would be a good time, milady!
'Tis done. Forgive me, Mitra.
Farewell, Memphilia.
There is no way you guys are dead. The fact that they had your guys' images on some of the holiday events recently implies that this is another fake out death. Still concerned, but not as much.
Heidelin, she speaks to me. No. I must remain behind, but you cannot stay with me.
What? Could someone tell me what is happening?
Please, you must go on. You are the warrior of light. You are hope for the Scions and for all the realm. As long as your flame continues to burn, the light of the dawn may ever be relit.
Can someone explain to me what is happening?
And save Eorzea from those who would plunge it into darkness. It is the only way.
I'm gonna come back, save Alphanod, save all of you, and then we're going to go and do something. I don't know. Oh, is this? I think I actually know where this is. Yeah, this is where I fought the golem for the first time. Didn't even realize there was a cave there. Train station. I'm back near where I found the poison vial. Alphanod?
I am glad to see you safe, my friend. What of the others?
I'm afraid it's just you and me, buddy.
Damn that man! Taleji played me for a fool! I thought the Crystal Brave's mine till the very moment I felt the blade at my back.
Who's your friend?
There will be ample time for soul-searching later. For now, we must put some arms between us and Ul'dah.
Who are you? Oh! Convenient carriage cart.
Well, would you look who it is? Need a ride?
Brendan!
It'll be half as exciting as the last trip we took. Not if I have anything to say about it anyway.
Bro, I haven't seen you since the beginning, when I woke up and we were attacked by a beast tribe.
Let's not dawdle, eh? All aboard!
Alright, let's get out of here. I'm sure there's more to him than that, but... Yes, very good, bud. Too bad I can't just use my flying bed to get out of here. How far am I into this cutscene? Almost done? Oh jeez, this is gonna have such a hard way to end off.
I was stocking up on supplies over in Vesper Bay, you see, when your sister come up and begged a favour. Said her brother was having some trouble down in Ul'dah, and likely needed a helping hand getting away.
Ah. Glad to see she's still hanging out at least.
Thinking them ruins would make a fine hiding place, I decided to try there first. And lo and behold, there you were. Aye, and judging by them soldiers as were pouring out of the city, I arrived not a moment too soon.
Yeah, how do they even know we were over here? Or are they just scouring everywhere?
Must have been fate that we happened to find you there, though, eh?
Yeah, really ironic to find you again.
I had thought to look out for Alize, but 'twould appear she was the one watching over me. I've made such a mess of things.
You couldn't have foreseen the fact that your own people were going to betray you.
And who might you be, young sir?
That's fair.
Pippin Taropin, Vice Marshal of the Immortal Flames.
Oh, Vice Marshal.
I had been on the Alamegan front these past few moons, but an urgent communication called me back to Ul'dah. Scarce had my boots touched the cobbles, though, when the streets erupted with cries of assassination. I immediately went in search of answers, and came across Master Alphino here. Needless to say, I did not think his imprisonment justified.
It very much wasn't.
The blame plainly lies with the Monitarists. Their greed and corruption are well known to me, but for them to take advantage of the situation with such alacrity...
Was that Pippin, you said? Ain't that the name of General Alden's lad?
General Alden?
Yes, I am his son. Adopted, of course. It was only as we were leaving Ul'dah that I learned of father's fate. Once I have seen you a safe distance away, I mean to return to the city and extricate him from this madness.
Good luck.
Then you needn't travel no further than Blackbrush. Our fugitives have a friend waiting for them there.
We do?
I dreamed of bringing about Eorzea's salvation. But in the end...
You were trying to do what you did best.
It was I who needed saving.
Someone needs to give him a hug. Or maybe some chocolate. Some soldiers keep searching for a while yet. Reckon we'll take the carriage back to Ul'dah, get the lay of the land, maybe provide a distraction if need be. You three wait here. I'll be along shortly. Stay strong, friends. The real fight's to come. Alright, let's go. I could just warp back to Ul'dah if I want to. It's like, hello, I'm a fugitive. How are you? This most unassuming folk can prove to be greatest allies. That fellow was but a passing merchant, and he lent you aid without a moment's hesitation or hint of concern for his own safety. So you can well imagine how a man could feel inspired to risk all in your presence. Father spoke of you, Aura, and long have I looked forward to our first meeting. Needless to say, this is not how I envisioned it. Me neither. Also, how did I get my sword and shield back? As for Alphanad, you must not give in to despair. That would only play into our enemy's hands. So long as you and Aura are free, we may still set things right. It ain't much what happened, but I... Alphanad, my boy! Sorry to keep you waiting! Sid! Hello! Sid, what are you doing here? Pulling you out of the fire, as usual. Your merchant friend told me everything. Truly? Then he is no merchant but an angel in peddler's clothing. But tell us, how did you intend to bear our friends to safety? I hid the Enterprise but a short distance away. All we need is a destination. Must find a place beyond the reach of both motorists and the Crystal Braves. Korthus, Ishgar will not suffer the intrusion of foreign forces in their territory. It settles it. With me, everyone. Not I fear. Must remain here. I dare not abandon Ul'dah to the motorists and their cronies. You will be certain that they will seek to defame you both here and in the other city-states, but know that I shall do my utmost to thwart their every efforts. Sid is always the best. Frankly, I do not expect to be much of a challenge. The small folk will not turn so easily on the Warrior of Light and his allies, no matter what the motorists claim. Master Trip and I know not what to say. Ha! Now that, Father, would labor to believe. But enough talk. You must go, Master Alphanad. Your airship awaits! I'm just wondering what Hydaelyn told Minfilia. Up, up, there's no rest for the righteous. Whee! Now that I have my sword and shield back, I would love to just go back to the city and kick all of their butts. I gotta say, this is quite the start to Heavensward if we're close to Heavensward. Because I have a feeling that this isn't going to all be resolved by the time we get to Heavensward. Should make for Camp Dragonhead to speak with Lord Hereford. Maybe he will know what to do. Poor Alphanad. I can tell he's really struggling. I mean, to be fair, a lot just happened in a short span of time, but I feel bad for him. He just wanted to try and make the world a better place, and look what happened. Yeah, that's fair. Safna told me to tell Aura, it warms my heart that you should turn to me before all others, and I shall endeavor to deserve your trust. Alas, the situation here has grown more complicated in your absence. It would be best if I explained in full. In trouble before the dawn. Oh, I am right at going to Ishgard. Yep, last quest. Let's do it. Why not?
There has been word from the capital. Ishgard has weathered another assault, and 'tis said several wyverns broke through into the city proper. The Temple Knights succeeded in slaying the beasts, but the intrusion prompted orders to further strengthen the guard, and to place the city under a perpetual state of alert.
Yeah, I probably should watch it before I go to Heavensward, or at least soon, but I don't think I can watch it on here, unless there's like a way to watch it on the Final Fantasy app.
Of our wards at the gates of judgment.
Oh, I can watch it in the game.
Yet we must not bemoan our misfortune. Sir Emmerich is safely returned from Ul'dah, and once more leads the defense of Ishgard. As for the matter of your asylum, I am afraid no progress will be made until the threat to our nation is diminished.
Aww.
But do not despair. You are not without allies. You are more than welcome to shelter here for as long as you wish. Pray, think of it as a new headquarters of sorts. The Falling Snows, or some such. All frivolity aside, any who come here in search of you will receive no aid from House Forton. For once, the Ishgardian reputation for inhospitality shall work in our favor.
It's below the data center.
Agents of Ul'dah,
I will try, but that also means that you guys might not be able to see it, because I'm pretty sure the PlayStation blocks the view if I'm in the main menu.
Acknowledged your innocence.
Yes, he's a good guy.
You once fought to preserve the honor of my dear friend. 'Tis a blessing that I may now repay that debt in kind. But let us dwell no more on this. Pray, join the rest of your companions. 'Tis bitterly cold this day. I suspect there are those who might welcome the warmth your presence brings.
Okay, I'll give it a try, and that is actually probably a good place to stop for now, because then next episode I can go talk to the guy, complete it, and then go on to Heavensward. Or do I have to complete the quest to get access to the trailer? Okay, I'm gonna try logging out to go back to the main menu. Hopefully this will not cause everything. Okay, broadcasts. I've entered block. There we go. Videos. Opening movie. Heavensward. Let's see if this works. Oh no, it still says it's blocked. Though I can see it. No. It's okay, I can see the blistering blizzard. I don't think I can access YouTube on PlayStation, and even then, it'll probably still block it. Yeah, PlayStation sucks sometimes. Oh, me escaping Ul'dah, the poison. Okay, I'm definitely glad I didn't watch this earlier, because this would have spoiled the poisoning twist. Yep, the music through the mic. I hope he's still alive, at least. And now I'm on the run. How long is the trailer for it? I'm assuming it's only like 5 minutes, but... Dragon! Ow! The Dragoon! Like 3 months. It's that good, huh? Well, it is pretty good. Ishgard and the lands beyond. Ooh, that's a funky airship. Oh, flying islands. Are those floating islands the same ones from the Golden Saucer? Oh, there's the Enterprise. Hi, Sid. Oh, swarms of dragons. And an ominous mountain in the distance. Meanwhile, in Ul'dah, that little bastard. Oh, he is still alive. Oh, I got my own Dragoon armor. That was pretty awesome, not gonna lie. I am no longer a warrior, I am a Dragoon. Definitely a good thing for me to watch that now. I'm glad to see that Raban survives. I have my concerns. Yes. At least because it's an MMO, I won't actually be barred from going back to Ul'dah, which is always good, but... Oh my god, so much happened. I'm gonna have so much trouble getting to sleep tonight, and I have work tomorrow. Sorry, give it 1 sec. I'm actually going back into the game, so that way I can end with the broadcast actually being on. Well, I guess there's only one thing to do now. Wait, that's not it. There we go! Sleep fruit! Despair! Yes, I can definitely understand the 2K hours, especially at the beginning. Explosion for the explosion gods. Which is funny, because my god is the god of love, so... Explosion for the love god? Love explosion? Let's just say it's a love explosion and go with that. I have so many concerns. I know Angel is gonna have so many concerns when I tell her what happened. But this was very fun. Yes, bro, I know that you have the God of Destruction. But alas, I believe that this is where I will need to end the stream for tonight. Actually, you know what? No, we're going to go... Wait, hold on. Is there a merchant somewhere in here? Or a mender? I just realized if I complete this... Actually, no, wait. I will be just under the max gold. I'm going to complete the main quest. Oh. Okay, never mind. It's another long series of cutscenes. Okay, this is then the perfect place to end. Yeah, I'm not staying up until 11 o'clock. Bro, you will understand this. In Xenoblade 3, I stopped right before the prison escape in Xenoblade 3, and then was up till 2 in the morning because all the cutscenes kept playing and I wanted to see what happened. Because I didn't realize the prison escape was going to take like 2 hours of cutscenes afterwards. Yeah, and you know that part in Xenoblade 3, right? You know the part I'm talking about. You know what? Now my character deserves a rest. Oh, well, that was a lag spike. Yeah, I'm lagging too, bro. All right, I think even my computer is tired, so I am going to call it a night there. Thanks for joining, bro. I'm glad you got to see me react to all the chaos that happens. But next time I stream this, it is onward to Heavensward. Dun dun dun. Have a good night, everyone.